Hello everyone, my name is Deckerlink the Trained Unprofessional. I just had a mint so my lips look like they have lipstick on them, but they don't. Also, they're re-shingling our fucking apartment. I don't know if it's re-shingling, they're redoing the siding on our apartment, I should say. So, if you hear random fuck noises, that's why. I normally just wouldn't record during this time, but my dumbass waited way too long to record, so, fuck. Gotta do it. Maria's ready to go and all excited, but I still haven't heard anything from Darius. He said he said be up and ready by 9, and it's nearly 9. If he's gonna get here and then get to work on time, you'd better hurry up. Andrew, Darius is here! Speak of the devil. What's a big idea with him and not texting me to let me know he's on his way? I'll have to break him out of that habit. Yo! Looks like I got here right on time. You guys ready to go? You were supposed to let me know you were on your way. I wasn't even sure you'd show up. That's my fault. Your fault. You texted me and told me you'd be ready. I got so excited I forgot to tell you. So now you guys have your fucking numbers. You texted Maria, but not me? Jealous? Not hardly. Just fucking, it's a dick move. Fuck you. Is Richard joining us, Maria? He's not, I'm afraid. Perhaps another time. That's a shame. Getting 3 people on set is no easy feat. Then again, I'm sure I could manage some other time. With your prowess, I don't think you'd have any trouble. Okay, you fuck. Got that right. Let's get going then. We're taking the back roads today since we have time, and I don't feel like dealing with traffic. Ooh, how exciting. Let's go then. Maria led the way out the door, and Darius held it open for you. As you passed by, he followed right on your heels. He grabbed you by the waist and pulled you back to grind on you a moment with his muzzle near your ear. Today is day 1. You gonna be able to put up with me? I've lasted this long, so I don't suppose it'll be any harder. We'll see about that. He gave you a butt squeeze and then pushed you off toward the car behind Maria. Backseat for you again, Maria gets shotgun. Yeah, that's not fair. Jeez, way to be a gentleman. Fine. You all piled into Darius's car, and we were soon driving off towards the scenic route he had taken you down on his motorcycle. Oh shit! New music! Woo! Hey! First that beautiful drive over here, and now this? There's so much going on here! Welcome to my studio! You two wait here a moment, and I'm gonna get your guest badges from Linda. This is all so exciting! It's pretty cool getting to see how they do things. I wonder what kind of stunt they'll have Darius doing today. I bet watching him fly through the air is heart-stopping, isn't it? I don't know if I'd say it's heart-stopping, but it's pretty cool. I'd be so nervous watching my beau doing something like that. He's not my beau, he's just a friend. I don't know about that. I used to be confused about his intentions, but I think there might be a little more there. You can really see it in his eyes. The only thing I see in his eyes is lust most of the time. Well, I'm sure there's more to it than that. It might be hard for you to see it, but you should trust me on that. Darius wasn't gone for long before he returned and handed you and Maria each a lanyard and a large badge on it labeled guest. There we go, you two are free to roam the set now if you like. I need to get changed, that way we can get the shoot started. Oh, fine, you go get changed, I'm going to look around. There she goes. She wasted no time. That's fine. You want to come with me? Need help with your costume? Nah, even if I did, that's what Isaac's for. Fucking working on my house, man. I see. I might as well go with him. Pursue the plot! Pursue the plot! I'll go with you, sure. You just want to see me get undressed, don't you? So what if I do? I've seen you in your underwear plenty of times now. Didn't we see more than that? I guess it wouldn't be any different than any other time, huh? Nope. Come on, man. Let's not keep wasting time. Now we're in the dressing room. Yay! What other shades of gray do we have here? What kind of stunt are you gonna be doing today? There's a big stunt show coming up in a few months. I'll be participating in it, but we need some new footage for making the commercial. I'll be doing some backflips and stuff this time around. I'll also be jumping over a giant flaming pit. Although that'll all be CG for the shoot, I'll just go flying over a large gap this time around. During the actual show, though, will it be real fire? Yeah. That sounds really dangerous, though. It's not too bad. It's not a distance I have trouble clearing, and my outfit will be flame retardant. But your fur? Will all be covered and tucked away. Not to mention, my team will be on standby just in case something does go wrong. Okay. You seem a little worried about me. There's nothing wrong with showing concern for your friend. Gay! What the fuck? You gonna say that? You, of all people? He chuckled and put his hand on your shoulder. I'll be just fine. Besides, the big event is still months away. For now, I'm just jumping over a lot of empty space. And now that I'm dressed, let's get back out there. It should be close to time to take off, and we should find Maria before that. You followed Darius around looking for Maria. It wasn't too difficult to find the bouncy ball of excitement chatting with some of the crew. When she noticed you and Darius, she rushed back over to you. Oh my, look at you! What a spectacular costume! Isn't it great? This is one of my normal stunt outfits. Is it nearly time? Just about. I'll show you guys where you can stand and watch the action. Then I need to find Zazzle to make sure my bike is all set. Okay, lead the way. Oh, we're outside this time. You two can wait here. It'll be about 15 to 20 minutes before we go. But this is where you'll need to be to see everything. You could have just told us to come out to the parking lot, but you wouldn't know which way to look. Maybe towards the giant ramps where all the people are gathering and setting stuff up. You can just go sit in the car. And this. If you keep acting like that, I'll just take your badge away. You just try. If Maria wasn't here, I would. Now behave away here. You'll know when things are about to start. Isn't this exciting? We're about to see a commercial filmed. Yeah. 10 minutes or so passed, so you assume that it was getting close to time for Darius to take his first jump. Hey, Andrew. Oh, Jesus Christ. This motherfucker. Oh, hey, Zazzle. You know him? Yeah, it's Darius' mechanic, Zazzle. Zazzle, this is Maria. She's a friend of ours. Yeah, pleasure to meet you, ma'am. Oh, God, my throat's been hurting for the past while. Of course this character shows up right fucking now. Darius mentioned you two would be out here, so I come to watch with you before going to check his bike for the second jump. You checked his bike just now then? Yeah, I'll make sure it's running perfectly before he does any of his stunts. And I check in between each stunt, too. Everything was in perfect order for this one. Wonderful, so glad to hear that. It means Darius should have a smooth jump, right? Yep, everything should go just as planned. You could hear an engine revving off in the distance, and you notice the camera crew moving towards the first ramp. Looks like everything is ready for the first take. Maybe he'll nail it so perfectly they won't have to do it more than once. My heart's racing already! I can't wait to see him flying through the air! You stood between Maria and Zazzle, waiting to see Darius on his bike. After a few more minutes, you spotted Darius' bike speeding towards a ramp. It wasn't until he got to the ramp that you realized just how far of a gap he was really jumping. The music stopped. Okay, it's back. I was gonna say, so I don't want to fucking. Is the Darius route really short? I don't know. Maria grabbed your arm when Darius hit the ramp and went flying through the air. She was digging her fingers into your arm, and you found yourself holding your breath too. The time he spent in the air was short, and as soon as he landed on the opposite ramp, Maria released your arm and began to cheer. Did you see that? It was amazing! He landed on the landing! Maria was bouncing up and down, her hands clasped together. Yeah, he did. After he landed, though, he kept speeding forward. Where's he going? I don't know. He should be slowing down by now. But he's just picking up speed. Picking up speed? Why would he be? Why would be speeding up? There isn't much room for him to keep going. Oh shit! He needs to stop, or he's going to hit the building. Zazzle took off, running across the parking lot towards where Darius was heading, leaving you and Maria behind. Oh no! Once more, Maria grabbed your arm and looked. The world seemed to be running in slow motion around you, and your brain tried to catch up to what just happened. You were standing there with Maria and Zazzle, watching Darius do something that seemed to be routine for him, but something went wrong. All you could do was stand from the other side of the parking lot and watch as paramedics on standby rushed to Darius's body. What happened? I don't know. He didn't He just didn't stop. He didn't hit the wall with his bike, though. He's not moving. Darius's bike was a mangled mess, having collided with the metal siding of another building, but the lion was laying some distance away. Before his bike got too close to the building, he had pushed himself off the bike. You didn't know how fast he had been going, but you had to watch as his body tumbled and rolled across the pavement until it came to a halt. Minutes seemed like hours while you stood there, able to do nothing more than look on. You had to watch as Darius was moved from the ground to a gurney and then loaded into an emergency vehicle. After what felt like an eternity, Zazzle came back to you and Maria. What's going on, Zazzle?
I'm not sure of the extent of his injuries, but he was breathing, just unconscious.
Any idea of what could have happened?
I'm gonna go look at what's left of the bike and see if I can figure out what happened. I don't get it. Everything was perfect when I checked it out. There wasn't a single problem with his bike. You two came with Darius, right? I see his car over there.
Yeah?
You know where his dressing room is, right, Andrew?
I do.
We'll find Darius's clothes. I'm sure his car keys are with them. You can take his car and go to the hospital. He's been taken to Cresthaven Medical just a few blocks away.
Is that even okay?
Considering the circumstances, I don't think Darius would object. Nobody here is even going to notice.
Okay, then.
I'll wait here with Maria. Once you get back, I'll go examine his bike. Make it quick, okay?
Will do. Darius, what happened? You're a great rider. Did you do something wrong? Or did Zazzle just not look at your bike good enough? How could he miss something like that? My chest hurts really badly right now. I can't think clearly. Zazzle said he was alive, though. He's okay. He's just fine. Okay, where's his clothes? What are you doing in here? Oh, fuck. Isaac, Darius had an accident and is being taken to the... You motherfucker. Darius had an accident and is being taken to the hospital. Getting his clothes and heading that way. Oh, I know. I mean, I saw what happened, so I know. Such a shame, really. You don't seem concerned at all. I'm not. I couldn't give two fucks if he survived or not. You turned from him and went looking for Darius's clothes. Your face was on fire and you were shaking with anger after that comment. It didn't take but a moment to find his clothes, thankfully. What is he to you? What is he to me? He's my friend. Is that all? He's just your friend? The look in your eyes when you talk to him reminds me so much of myself when I used to talk to him. Do you love him? What? No, I don't love him. We have only really started hanging out in the past couple of weeks. Then you at least have feelings for him, don't you? That much I can see. I don't fucking feel like talking to this guy. But, I mean, yeah? Maybe I do. You better put those feelings to rest, then. They'll never be returned. Like you would know anything about us. Just stay out of our business. It's none of yours. He was standing between you and the door, and you went to go around him, and he stuck his arm out and blocked you from exiting the room. Oh, honey. It's always going to be my business. He moved his arm, letting you past him now. You're never going to be happy with him. We're all better off without him. What? Psycho? Okay, tell the fucking police that. That's some creepy shit.
Did you find them?
Yeah, I did, after Isaac gave me a hard time about Darius.
Isaac?
And he said some pretty terrible things.
Ignore him. You have more important things to deal with right now. You two should head to the hospital. I'll try to be there later after I look over his bike to go check something else.
You can drive, right, Maria? I don't think I can right now. Yes, I can handle it.
Good. You two be careful. If you don't see me, give me a call later or something. You can get my number from Darius's phone.
Will do. Let's get going. Yeah, let's go. He's okay, Andrew. Don't you worry. That motherfucker Isaac has something to do with this. I just know it. You and Maria arrived at the hospital, not having spoken at all on the drive over. You sit. I'll go find out what I can. Thanks, Maria. Maria left you alone in the waiting room, and you were left again with your own thoughts. Damn it, Darius. Please be okay. Please. You put your face in your hands and sighed, taking in several deep breaths while trying to keep yourself calm. Fucking Isaac. What's his deal? Did he seriously want Darius to die? Does he hate Darius that much now? I don't think I could ever want that to happen to Darius. Whether we're together or not, I'd never want anything bad to happen to him. I don't think Spencer could ever feel that way either. He doesn't like Darius, but I can't see him ever wanting Darius to just be dead. Spencer, I think I should tell him what's up. Pull out your phone and punch in Spencer's number. After a couple rings, he picks up.
Hey, Andrew, what's up?
Hey, Spence.
Is everything okay? You don't sound too hot.
Something happened with Darius.
With Darius? Did he do something to you? Do you need me to come get you?
No. He didn't do anything to me. He was in an accident at the studio.
An accident? Is he alright?
I don't know. I'm at the hospital with my friend right now. She's trying to find out how he is. We just got here not too long ago.
Oh man, what happened?
He was doing a jump on his bike, and for some reason he didn't stop after landing, and his bike just kept speeding up. He ended up falling off his bike before hitting a wall. He was just going really fast and rolled and rolled. Spencer, he wasn't moving. I don't know if he's okay or not either. Azaghal said he was breathing, but he didn't know anything else. At this point, he's trying to stifle sobs while tears ran down your face.
Hey, calm down. He's gonna be just fine. You guys at Cresthaven Medical?
Yeah.
Look, I'll come up there in a little bit, okay? I have to work tonight, but I'll come up there now and keep you company.
You don't have to do that, Spence.
You need someone else there with you, so I'm going to.
Okay.
Be about 20 minutes, I'll be there.
Okay, be safe, Spence.
I'll see you soon.
Click. You put your phone away, and when Spencer hung up, and just stared at your hands while Maria came, waiting for Maria to come back. When she did return, she sat down beside you with a heavy sigh. Well, did they tell you anything? They didn't tell me much, since they don't have a lot of information just yet. The good news is he didn't appear to have any major injuries, but since he was still unconscious, they couldn't ask him if he feels pain in certain areas. They are going to do some x-rays and a few other tests, and the nurse at the desk said she'd come and tell us when she heard anything. That's some good news. Thank you, Maria. I'm sure he'll be just fine. I'm sure he'll be awake again soon, and you'll be able to see him. I hope so. Oh, and another friend is coming up here, too. I called him to let him know what happened, and he's gonna keep me some company, so you don't have to stay. Well, I'll have to call Richard to pick me up, but I'll stay until we at least know what's wrong. I like Darius, so I want to make sure he's okay at least. Okay. I can't believe something like this happened. Did Mr. Tiger not do a good job on checking his bike? I don't think Azaghal would miss something like that, so I hope he figures out what happened. That way it doesn't happen again. I've got to call him later when I find out more about Darius, and maybe he'll tell me what happened. You have to share with me, too. I will. I'm going to go ahead and call Richard and let him know what's going on. Alright. Maria called Richard and explained what's going on. She had to reassure him several times that she was alright and not involved at all with the accident. As she was hanging up the phone, Spencer was walking into the waiting room lobby. Oh, there's my friend Spencer. Hey, Spence.
Hey, heard anything about Darius yet?
Not much. He has no serious visible wounds, though, and the nurse said nurse said she'd tell us as soon as she heard anything else. And this is my friend Maria. Maria, this is Spencer. We've been friends for a really long time, and he's on the tennis team with me and Darius. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. I just wish you could have been under better circumstances.
Yes, it is a little unfortunate. Spencer sat down beside you and put his paw on your shoulder.
How you doing? You feeling all right?
I'm feeling better than I was. Thanks for coming up here.
Of course. I know me and Darius don't get along, but I'd never want anything like this to happen to him.
You and Darius don't get along?
Our past is complicated.
Oh, I see. You know a little bit about how Darius can be. You've seen how he acts with me. Does that mean Spencer and Darius used to be a couple? He snorted and glanced over at Spencer. He looked at you and shrugged, and he sighed.
Kind of. Darius isn't much of one to want to be in a relationship with anyone, though.
He doesn't want to commit, it sounds like.
He doesn't. He likes to keep his options open. That's just Darius, though. But I'd rather not go into that right now.
Yes, this isn't the time for that. How about you tell me a little bit more about yourself, Spencer? I think Andrew has mentioned you a few times before, but I don't know much of anything about you.
Well,
Spencer carried on a conversation with the two of you, talking about himself and his past with you. It was a nice distraction for the time. You were able to clear your mind for a little bit. After a while, though, the conversation died down, leaving you to just wait for an answer. Nearly 2 hours had passed before a nurse finally approached you.
Excuse me, but you're the ones waiting to hear on Darius Manor, correct? Oh, yes, ma'am. Do you have any information for us? He's being moved into a room at the moment. You'll be able to see him soon. He's still unconscious, but his injuries aren't extreme.
You sighed and Maria squeezed your hand tight.
That's a relief. But he's still unconscious. It seems he suffered a mild concussion among his injuries, and that can cause prolonged unconsciousness. It should be only temporary, hopefully. Once he's settled in his room, you'll be able to go in and see him.
Has his family been informed yet?
We've contacted his emergency contacts already, but, well, I spoke with his father, and he asked if his injuries were life-threatening. When I told him no, he said he was out of town and that Darius would be fine.
Figures. His mom and dad are frequently gone on business, so I'm not surprised.
I asked if either of them would be by, and he said no, but to call him if his condition got worse.
What kind of parents react that way to their son being in the hospital?
Darius's. I'm not surprised with what I know about him.
It's a little sad, but at least there's someone here to see him. It should be only about 20 minutes, then I'll direct you to his room. Thank you so much.
The nurse left, and you finally felt you could relax a little.
It's a relief to hear that his injuries weren't too bad.
Yeah, that's a huge relief.
I'm going to call Richard and have him meet us here around 5. We'll be able to sit a little while longer with Darius.
I'll be leaving in about an hour myself, since I work later.
It didn't feel like it was long until the nurse returned to let you know which room Darius was in. With that information, you, Maria, and Spencer left the lobby and headed to his room. Floor 3, room 12, Manor, Darius, this is it. You took a deep breath when you followed Maria into the room. Spencer's paws were resting on your shoulders, and he squeezed them when you saw Darius. Your heart sank at seeing him laying there. There were several tubes and wires running to areas on his body. His head was bandaged, and there were bandages wrapped around a couple other places on his arms as well.
Man, Darius is going to be so mad when he wakes up.
Huh?
He shaved off patches of his fur for the heart monitors. You know how much he cares about how he looks?
He's not going to be happy at all. Spencer chuckled and patted you on the back, ushering you to the chair right beside Darius.
That poor guy, he's all banged up.
At least the nurse said there was nothing major wrong.
Yeah, that's good.
You picked up Darius's paw, running your fingers over the fur wall, being careful of the IV tubes running into the top of it. Oh, Darius.
I'm sure he'll wake up soon, Andrew. You can see he's fine now, so you can relax.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually going to head out now. I feel better seeing him, and you two are here. Not to mention, this room is kind of cramped with all of us in here.
I can step outside if you'd like to stay a little longer, Spencer.
Oh, it's fine. I do have to get ready for work, so it's best if I leave now anyway. But before I leave, how did you guys get here?
We drove Darius's car from the studio. He had picked us up this morning.
Okay. You guys have a way home?
Yeah, someone will be picking us up in a little while.
Alright then, I'm leaving now. Let me know when he wakes up, would you?
Yeah, I'll let you know right away. Spencer ran his fingers through Darius's hair and shook his head.
Stupid lion. Wake up soon and stop making Andrew worry so much. It was a pleasure meeting you, Maria. We'll have to meet up again sometime and chat more.
It was really nice meeting you too, Spencer. I'd enjoy getting to talk with you more.
Be safe, Spencer.
Will do. I'll talk to you later.
Spencer left and Maria sat in the other chair in the room.
Spencer seems like a really good guy.
He is. He's always there when I really need him the most.
It's nice to have friends like that.
That reminds me, I need to call Azaghal. You were still holding Darius's clothes, so you rifled through them and pulled out his phone. It had been turned off, and when the powered on, it was flooded with alerts. I wonder if these people are worried about him. Don't read his shit. Part of me wants to check, but I'll leave them for him to look at. I need to call Azaghal now. You opened up Darius's contacts and cringed, having forgotten about all the profile pictures he had set up. Quickly found Azagal's number and hit the call button.
Darius?
Yeah, it's Andrew, Azagal.
Oh, how's Darius?
He's still unconscious, but the nurse told us he has no severe injuries. She said he'd out due to a concussion. Hopefully he'll wake up soon.
That's good. Well, I mean, it's good that his injuries aren't really bad.
Yeah. How are things on your end? Did you figure out anything?
Yeah, but I really can't talk right now, unfortunately. Just know that his bike was running perfectly when I last saw it. As soon as I can tell you guys more, I will.
Really? Okay, then.
I need to go for now. Just keep in touch and let me know when Darius is awake.
Can do.
Alright, talk to you later.
Later, click. I guess that's all for now. That fucker Isaac fucked with the bike! I just know it! I guess that's all for now.
Did he have any information for you?
He said he couldn't talk about it. Something else must have happened.
Oh dear, that's concerning.
Yeah. He'll let me know more when he can.
Be sure to pass the information then.
There wasn't anything else for you to do at the moment, and you didn't feel like talking, so you turned on the TV facing the bed and lost yourself whatever was playing. It wasn't until a nurse entered the room that you were snapped back to reality. Oh, there goes humanity.
Oh, he already has visitors? Oh, that's good, considering what we were told about his parents. Friends of his? Yes, we were there when he had his accident. Oh, no, but you two don't look injured at all. He was doing a stunt work with his job, and he was on a motorcycle when he lost control over. That's terrible to hear. He's lucky he wasn't too badly injured.
What's all wrong with him? One nurse said he had a concussion?
Yes, he suffered a pretty mild concussion, so hopefully that's the only reason why he's still unconscious.
Hopefully?
None of our checks or scans show any other problems, but we need to monitor him closely just in case something else comes up. He appears to be pretty stable, though.
I see. Aside from the concussion, there was nothing else?
Just some nasty burns and scrapes on the pavement, but nothing too severe. He'll probably be bruised and sore, too. Considering how fast he must have been going to get a concussion, he's lucky that there were no other serious injuries. He's lucky indeed. He didn't actually collide with the wall when his motorcycle hit. He fell off before that. Oh dear, then he is lucky.
Yeah.
Well, don't mind me. I'll be checking on him from time to time to make sure everything's all right. If you need anything from me, just hit the call button there on the wall. Thank you, nurse.
Can I ask you something else?
Certainly.
What's your policy for overnight visitors?
You're free to stay here if you'd like. I can wheel in a cot for you with a blanket and pillow. You want to stay here, Andrew?
Yeah, if his family isn't going to come by, I'd like to stay here for him. I don't need a bed, though. Just a blanket and a pillow would be fine. I could sleep in this chair.
Are you sure? I can have a cot brought in for you.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right, I'll bring you a pillow and a blanket a little bit later. The cafeteria's on the first floor in case you get hungry, too.
All right, thank you. The nurse looked over the machines in the room and did a quick check on Darius before she left.
If you're staying, do you need me to bring anything for you?
No, I'm good. I don't need anything else.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Thank you, Maria.
Well, if you change your mind or you do need anything, let me know right away and I'll have Richard bring me back. Speaking of Richard, he should be here any time to pick me up. It's already past 5.
If you want to go down and wait for him, you can. I'll be fine by myself.
Okay, I'll go ahead then. As soon as he wakes up, you let me know, okay? And whenever you need to come home, let me know. We'll come get you.
I'll let you know right away, Maria.
Oh, okay, well then, I'll talk to you soon.
She gave Darius a quick kiss on the forehead and ran her hand over his cheek.
Don't sleep too much longer. We're all worried about you.
Quietly, she slipped out the door, and you are now alone with Darius. Just us now, I suppose. Exactly what you'd want, huh? You decided to move from the chair to the bed, sitting on the edge of it while you talk to your unconscious friend. Spencer's right. You're going to be so pissed off when you wake up and see that they shaved off some of your fur. I hope it grows back fast enough. That always looked really nice. You put your hand on top of his and gave it a gentle squeeze. I'll try not to give you too hard of a time about it, alright? I mean, I'm going to tease you for it, but I'll try to keep it toned back. You'd do that for me if I was in the same situation, right? Not a good fun, I guess. You're not really a bad guy. You have your flaws, but it kind of makes you who you are. I wish you weren't a huge slut, though. Who knows? Maybe we could be together if you'd stop sleeping with so many different people. I don't think I could be in an open relationship either. I'd get too jealous. And you don't like dealing with the feelings, so it would just be a mess. But if you want to give it a normal relationship a try, I'm willing. Man, why you? Why did I have to have feelings for you of all people? Listen to me, I'm just babbling on. I'm glad you're asleep right now. I'd hate for you to hear this or see me right now. Tears had started rolling down your face again, but since there was nobody around to see it this time, you didn't do anything to hide it. Stupid cat. I've never been so confused with a person in all my life. What am I gonna do? You rubbed your hands over your eyes and moved back to the chair. Through the day and into the evening, the same nurse was in and out of the room to check on Darius. As it got later, she brought you a pillow and a blanket and letting you know that a new nurse would be taking over her shift. You were feeling drained after such a long day. You had your pillow next to Darius's legs while watching the TV. He still hadn't shown any signs of waking up, and you didn't want to go to sleep just in case he woke up. But you were so tired after such an exhausting day, you inevitably passed out while holding his hand in yours, pulled up against your face. Man, day 14. I feel like this is just a nightmare. So we'll deal with this in the next one. So thank you all very much for watching. This was surprisingly intense. We'll see what happens in the next one, I guess. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I've been the trained unprofessional, speaking for the voices in my head when I say until next time. Fare thee well. Bye, everyone.